All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, well, we're going to go into the day real quick, is how, we will be outcast, because as I've been watching, and reading, what they're doing, dealing with the vaccine, now, there's going to be special privileges for those who have taken, have been fully vaccinated. They're going to open up society to those a little more that have been fully, vaccinated, so expect to see social privileges, for those who are fully vaccinated, and expect, for this society to really look down, on people that are not vaccinated. And we know we don't plan to get vaccinated at all, Lord willing, man. We pray to have the spirit to deny these things all the way into salvation, man, you know. But as we see, they're gonna apply more and more pressure. They're gonna make it harder and harder, to live within this society. And that's why, we prepare, to be uncomfortable for what we believe, man. So I want to play this clip, get some precepts, and Lord will, you brothers and you sisters are edified.
It's great to have you with us here as we start another week together, and we begin tonight with that news from the CDC and perhaps a first glimpse of life as we inch closer to the other side of this. The CDC now issuing new guidance for people who are fully vaccinated, easing some of the restrictions that we've all been living with for the past year now. Today, the director of the CDC, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, calling it an important first step, but also issuing a warning that we remain in the midst of a serious pandemic with the virus still rampant, with variants here in the U.S., and with millions, of course, still unvaccinated. But tonight, the numbers are slowly going up. Look at this. 59,945,000 adults have received at least one dose. That's more than 23% of all adults in the country. And tonight, the CDC now saying 2 weeks after being fully vaccinated that people can gather indoors in small groups with others who are fully vaccinated without masks or social distancing. And if grandparents are vaccinated, they can visit and hug family members who are not vaccinated, as long as no one is high risk in the family. But with so many still unvaccinated and fatigue setting in, the crowds over the weekend from Fort Lauderdale to images coming in from Daytona, authorities are warning that we've come this far to remain vigilant. Dr. Jha standing by with your questions answered tonight, but we're going to begin here with ABC's Victor Akendo from Miami tonight.
Tonight, that long-awaited roadmap for millions of Americans now getting the vaccine.
With more and more people getting vaccinated each day, we are starting to turn a corner.
New CDC guidelines say 2 weeks after a final dose, fully vaccinated people can gather indoors in small groups without masks or social distancing. Those who are vaccinated can also gather with another unvaccinated household without masks, as long as the unvaccinated group is at low risk for serious illness.
If grandparents have been vaccinated, they can visit their daughter and her family, even if they have not been vaccinated, so long as the daughter and her family are not at risk for severe disease.
In Miami, Minerva Rodriguez just got her first dose and can't wait to see her grandchildren again, but she's going to play it safe by these new guidelines.
Better to follow the rules than not to follow the rules. Look what happens every time people don't follow the rules. Things go up. The cases go up, the hospitals get crowded.
The CDC now says vaccinated people like Minerva should still wear masks and practice social distancing in public. Sisters Adrienne Jackson and Monica Kuumba just got their first shots today. Monica hasn't seen her daughter in over a year.
Yeah, so that's one of the first things on the list.
The CDC saying vaccinated grandparents can visit healthy family nearby, but is still urging vaccinated people to avoid non-essential travel, like a flight to see grandchildren or a family trip.
Every time that there's a surge in travel, we have a surge in cases in this country.
Americans eager to restart their lives, but tonight, new warnings after scenes like this. One expert calling it a perfect storm. Spring breakers descending on beaches and bars in Florida, where the UK variant is accelerating. In Daytona, hundreds of motorcycles rumbling in for Bike Week, and in Atlanta, crowds celebrating the NBA All-Star Game. This as more states lift restrictions and drop mask mandates. Texas just the latest.
We can see the light at the end of the tunnel because we've spent a year battling, trying to survive, underwater, suffocating, wondering, do I close it? Do I keep it open?
But today, essential workers protesting the lifting of the mask mandate, saying their lives are being put at risk.
The answer is vaccinate. Vaccinate first.
The director of the CDC says that for now, they're really trying to restrain travel. Dr. Walensky calling this a first step, and she hopes that as more Americans get vaccinated, there'll be more guidance with more science behind what vaccinated people can do, possibly including travel. David?
Victor Akenda at one of those vaccination sites right there in Miami. Victor, thank you.
So, as we can see, all right, they're finna try to open up more and more, but it's gonna be for those, who have taken the vaccine, Now, when you get into Luke chapter 6, all right, verse 20, and I read into the point, it says, "And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh." Yeah, man, because what's happening is the elect are returning back, as we are turning back into our power, we're desiring, the kingdom more and more, and we're going to be filled, we're going to be satisfied, when the Lord destroys this place and give us the kingdom. You see, the more the elect start to desire, the kingdom, the more the Lord makes things happen to usher in the kingdom. So we know these things have to happen. Us being outcasts, us, being in a lower state, because of what we believe, because we believe in Yahushua, because you got to understand the separation comes with the doctrine, and within our doctrine, we know not to trust our enemy, we know damn well this man is up to no good with this vaccine, man, and the spirit of Yahushua has revealed it, because we didn't know we was going to be talking about, a Crown Royal 19, vaccine, but the spirit has revealed these things and showed, his prophets, which has told the rest of the elect, man, that's not the way to go, so we have a doctrine, that guides us through these things, and this doctrine is going to be the thing that's going to have us outcast within this within this society, but we're going to eventually we're going to be filled, with we're going to be satisfied with seeing a righteous kingdom set up in the earth, man. All right, verse 22, it says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and they shall separate you from their company." Yeah, man, because as more and more of our co-workers and our family, get vaccinated, you're going to have some that's going to hold out, longer than others, but when that pressure come, or, when that peer pressure from their family and their, and their work, and they fold to that pressure, man, because like I say, pretty soon, we're going to be the only ones, not vaccinated for the most part, man. You still going to have a few radical, extremists, Edomites, and, a few people here and there, man, but for the most part, man, the walls are tightening, around the elect. You see, but we're going to be cast, all right, we're going to be separated from their company, and shall reproach you and cast your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. And I want to get that word cast in the Greek. I was looking at it, because we, you don't have to worry about getting invited to, the birthday dinners and parties, All right, you get that word cast in the Greek.
Strong's G 1544. Ekbalo. Ekbalo.
All right, Ekbala. All right, now I want to get to this point. It says to expel a person from a society, to banish from family. You see that? That's one of the definitions, man. To expel a person from a society, to banish from a family, man. And that's going to happen to us eventually, man. But how about Shema Shai? told us not to worry about that, man. You know, he told us not to worry about what we're going to eat and clothing. He said, Yahweh Shai said, our Father in heaven knows that we have need of all these things. You see? So we coming to that time where it's just going to be pure faith, man. You know, but we're going to be outcasts, you know, of this society, man, because of what we believe, man, that division is going to come, you know. Because, like I say, it's going to get to the point where, all right, they're going to be opening up. They're going to start filling these stadiums, you know, arenas with these games, you know, especially when people just see that, you know, these big arenas get filled with these games, you know. You know, what if they do it right around playoff time? It's enough people been vaccinated. You've been vaccinated. You can go to the games, man. You know, that energy of those big crowds at those games, you know. And they like, this nigga's in the way. You know, he don't want to, you know, we're going to be looked as the enemies of the society, man. You know, which we are, man. You know, because we're ready for this place to fall, man. And there's no way, you know, we're going to let this man jab us up with poison, you know, to go back to, all right, to normalcy, to try to forward ourselves. No, man. You know, we'll walk that straight gate, man. You know, and let it play out how it's going to play out, you know. But so you go into that word cast, man, that's what it goes into. All right, so reading it again, Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Yeah, so it's our lot, you know, to go through this. That's part of that cup we have to drink. Yahweh Shai, he's preparing us for these things. That's why he told us, man. You know, that's why he broke it down like that, man. You see, they gonna look at, see you know, you got kids over there. You won't get vaccinated for your kids. You won't get them vaccinated. You don't, you know, all this. You know how Jake be. You know how people gonna get, man. You know, your family want to see you, but you don't even want to get vaccinated. You ain't seen you, you know, they're gonna try to push that guilt on you, man. The hell with that, man. You know, stay the course, man. You know, because we have a eternal, all right, promise to look forward to. All right, they temporary that they cherish is finna be destroyed, man. You know, so we have to keep that in mind. So just want to put that out there, Lord. Wood, it was edifying. You know, to the next time, Shalom.